So why did I leave Keller Williams after help building the number 4 team in the whole world at Keller Williams? That's what I'm going to get into in this video. Before I do that, let me give you a brief history of how I got to a place where I helped build the number 4 team in the world at Keller Williams before departing. By the way, if you want more videos like this, real estate content, how to build your real estate business, how to generate leads, how to scale a team, or how to do real estate investing, make sure you click the subscribe button. Now, it was about 8 years ago that I left Keller Williams. While I was there with KERI, we helped build the number 4 team in the world at Keller Williams. We were selling hundreds of homes a year, bringing in tons of sales, and had a team of about 20 agents. So 8 years ago, with about 20 agents, we were able to be the number 4 highest selling team in the world at Keller Williams, which was my 3rd year in real estate. So at this point in my career, I'd been in real estate for 3 years. Previously, I had experience at another big box brick and mortar brokerage, Century 21. KERI had come from RE/MAX, another similar model. So why would I leave when I'm producing those kinds of numbers and helping build a team that was number 4 in the world? Well, a couple of things. The first reason is the money. When you're at these types of brokerages, you have to pay not only a national fee, right, because there's all the costs associated with running the national brand, but you have to pay a local fee, right? The local brick and mortar. There's a lot of expenses at that layer in the brokerage business. In fact, that's where almost all of the expenses are. It's very, very expensive to run the local brick and mortar side of it. So there's that element, right? But then you have to look for, what do you get for paying those extra fees, right? What do you get for that added expense? Well, you don't get leads and you don't get branding. That was probably my biggest complaint. Like, if I'm going to spend this money on it, right, I want it building my business. I want it growing my business. I want it giving me leads. I want it giving me more income. And that doesn't happen. Why? Well, it's been a long time since someone called up the local real estate office, right, called up the broker and said, hey, I want to buy or sell a home. Do you have an agent for me? That doesn't happen. The branding, the marketing, the lead generation is all at the team level or the solo agent level. It doesn't happen at the brokerage level. So, in my experience, and I've been involved in a lot of different models, you're not going to get the leads, you're not going to get the branding, you're not going to get the marketing at the broker level. You are responsible for doing that for yourself or your team. The second reason is the technology there was good, but it wasn't anything special that I couldn't get elsewhere, right? And there's a lot of real estate companies out there, especially these brick and mortars that are kind of, hanging on to the last few years of their lifespan, which has been a long time, by the way. This model, this big box brick and mortar brokerage model has survived for a long, long time. And it's kind of getting near the end of that life cycle, right? So they all like to claim that they have some proprietary technology or something that will help you run your business. The truth of the matter is the technology in running a real estate business is a commodity. What does that mean? It means you can get it anywhere. It is plug and play. You can get a CRM system, an email system, a phone dialing system, lead gen systems, all of this stuff you can get off the shelf no matter where you hang your license. So if you're not going to get the leads, the branding, the marketing, if you're not going to get the technology, what are you going to get? Well, some places talk about their training. And Keller Williams, by the way, is one of the better ones when it comes to training, but again, I didn't find it any different than what I could go out and specifically get, right? There's lots of coaching programs out there. There are lots of books out there, lots of podcasts on this, lots of ways to get mentors and people that will help you grow your business. And we did not get the training that helped us become number 4 in the world at Keller Williams from Keller Williams. So in my mind, if you're not going to get the technology, the leads, the branding, the marketing, or the training, why pay the extra fees, the big fees that are associated with running the big box brick and mortar? So recently, I have announced that I am at EXP. Why? Well, EXP is the first virtual model that has scaled, right? Their founder sold tons of homes back in the early 2000s, built big expansion teams, put up huge numbers, and then founded a virtual model. So it is the first model that eliminates that very expensive brick and mortar local level, right? When those costs are gone, you are able to save a lot of money. So the cost of being there makes sense for almost any agent. I can't think of like any scenario really off the top of my head where it doesn't, or it won't save you money to be at a model like this, like what EXP has created. All right, the second reason that I am excited about EXP is it is a model that has grown organically by rewarding the agents that create the growth. So when you bring on agents, when agents join because of your recruitment, your attraction abilities, you get rewarded with revenue share. Why can the company do that? Well, they give approximately half of the revenue back to the agents that grow the company, right? Since they've been disciplined to do that, right? They know how to operate on half the revenue because they don't have that expensive layer in the middle, that brick and mortar local level, and because of that, they can reward the agents that bring other agents to it. That's why they have grown at the fastest pace in the history of real estate. The third reason that I love the model is because a lot of brokers like to claim that they are agent-centric. Some of these places that claim they are agent-centric are owned by less than 10% of the agents and the founders. That means 90% of the company is owned by Wall Street and by foreign investors. How can you be agent-centric with that ownership structure? EXP is the first place that is agent-owned. Nearly 70% of the company is owned by the founders and the agents. You can't be agent-centric, in my opinion, unless you are agent-owned, which they are. So those are the reasons why I am at EXP. If you want to learn how to plug in to my systems, my training, my coaching, as well as another national coach, and you're ready to join me at EXP, send me a text message at 703-638-4393. And if you want more real estate content where I teach you how to generate more leads, build a team, scale your business, and do real estate investing, make sure you hit the subscribe button.